What a lovely segue it is, because we also have here in the studio Isaac Shapiro, who has a wonderful organization called the Inspiration Foundation, and I feel inspired already. Welcome to Access Unlimited, Isaac.
Great, thank you for having me.
Oh, you're over there. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, my ears are clogged up too, people. It's just, I'm suffering. It's really dreadful. I can't see, and I can't smell, and I can't taste, and I can't hear very well.
You're in great shape.
It's really just awful. Anyway, so Isaac, I was just so impressed by the really excellent entrepreneurial spirit that you have. Tell us a little bit about why you're interested in making sure that these products have Braille on them.
Well, it all started with an organization, IMS Trading. I'm the CEO, founded with myself and my business partner, Mike Gesser. And when we did about 5-6 years ago, we started more with the household cleaning business, with your kitchen sponges and different household cleaning items for the toilet. And in 2006, we decided to launch our house personal care line, Clean Logic, and we decided to add Braille to our packaging. And at the same time, I thought it'd be a nice gift to actually do what I've always wanted to do, of starting a business and giving back to the blind community. And part of that is growing up with my mom, who's visually impaired, who's been blind since the age of 7. So that's been my whole inspiration, watching her really live an amazing independent life, starting the technology center at the Tucson Association for the Blind at the time in Tucson, and watching her start that when I was a little kid and really running that and working hard hours, helping blind and visually impaired people learn adaptive technology. And so it's been amazing just for me as a sighted person growing up to watch her train people to use these computers. And but where a lot of my motivation comes from watching that was actually having to explain that to a lot of my sighted friends and understanding the importance in that people can actually, that are blind and visually impaired, can use this technology, especially with today's technology frenzy or addicts, or in terms of everything's it's just amazing when you see technology
junkies.
Out there. Yes.
The technology junkies.
Thank you. So I'm still, even though I'm part of that generation, I'm still struggling with all those other type items. But
I'm head of the iPhone Blind User Group, and I'm pretty into technology, let me tell you. I actually feel that idea that it's technology that overcomes the handicap imposed by a disability. Our society hasn't been set up so that people with disability have a level playing field, and it's technology that gives people that opportunity to actually shape their lives so that they can be, as entrepreneurial as you. Tell us about your recent event that you had with Gelson's Market, I think, and the Braille Institute of America.
Yeah, and just to understand a little bit the history and how this all started with the Inspiration Foundation, and Ken Metz as being one of our first active board members on there, and really an advisor in helping us understand. When we first started the foundation, we wanted to actually open up our center and do adaptive technology. But as I've gotten very busy and the business is growing, we really wanted, and where we felt we could fit in here in Southern California, rather than trying to compete with the Braille Institutes and the other organizations that exist here, we felt that providing adaptive technology awards would be very, very important to people, especially with the state being in their budget shortfalls, not providing these type of things on a regular basis. We really felt that where we could fit in. And it's interesting because as we've went out there and promoted this and talking and having golf tournaments and getting it out there in the sighted community, we really realized that in the business community, a lot of people don't really realize, one, just the need, or that people have the ability to work when they're blind and visually impaired. And that's where I saw a lot of business owners saying, I didn't know that this technology existed. And what was more interesting was last year we started reaching out and attending a lot of the different national conferences like the NFB, the ACB conferences, the CCB conference here in California. And the feedback that we received from the blind community was so overwhelming about the Braille and the packaging that we really felt that it wasn't just about our Clean Logic brand. It was about putting Braille on all of our packaging, but most importantly, inspiring other manufacturers that we work with in the industry, and other retailers that do their private label, hoping to inspire them to put Braille. Because it's not that it's difficult or as costly. I think it's just something that needs to be brought about, and because I'm very passionate about it and have a lot of relationships out there, we're working on getting people behind what we're doing. So what happened last year is, instead of really trying to just keep the nonprofit out there, but really we wanted to bring it more integrated with the products that we have to help inspire these other manufacturers to put the Braille on the packaging. We decided that we needed to expand the awareness on this, and where we felt this was going to be important was actually bringing other organizations such as the Braille Institute, partnering with local nonprofits that serve the blind and visually impaired, where they have this type of training and technology training. We wanted to really get the word and bring everybody together to bring one voice to bring the importance of this, because like I said, I've found a lot of the sighted community is not aware of these issues. And one of the biggest things where I feel that it's my mission in life or my calling in life has been that unemployment, that high rate that we hear out there, the 70% of blind and visually impaired are unemployed. And when I talk about that in the business community, they didn't realize how high of a rate that is. But not only when I go back to it, it's also they didn't realize there's technology out there that they can get out there. And when Ken spoke at one of our events 2 years ago, I think he said it right, and I use this in a lot of my sales meetings, that the sighted community sees the blind and visually impaired as either not able to work or working in the mop and broom factories, or where you see a lot of the different factories that they have the old image. And today, with technology, we see, especially when I see people with the iPhone, and my mom has the iPhone, and with the capabilities that it can provide for someone with vision loss, it's really trying to educate this. And so when we brought that together, we decided to create the Inspiration Foundation Seal of Approval, and that's what you'll start to see as we're adding Braille on all of our products. About 150 items. We're still only about 30, 40 there, so we've got a little bit. We're hoping to have this accomplished by the end of the year. But with this seal, what we wanted to do was recognize manufacturers for putting Braille on their packaging, and also where the manufacturer of the products would donate to local blind agencies across the country. And this is with Gelson's and Braille Institute. They've been one of the first pioneers. We did this actually starting in November with an organization upstate New York, but we really felt this event that we put together for Mother's Day was How's Your Mother Inspired You, where we actually brought the in-store demo teams into the stores, and we brought Braille Institute into the stores with our demo teams to promote our product, but also promote the services of Braille Institute. And it was pretty amazing because Gelson's was really behind this, being a community leader themselves. They really got behind this. They provided, they allowed us to put shelf talkers, which helps promote the product, letting the consumer know when they buy a Clean Logic product, it donates back to the Braille Institute, and Braille Institute ended up brailing all of our shelf talkers. So it was a very amazing event, just because we were able to bring all of our pieces together, educate their customer. Especially, a lot of people don't know, Gelson's, a lot of their clients, our customers are 60 years and older. So a lot of that we know is starting to fit that age range of losing their sight. So it was a great educational piece to provide for the customers, and this is what we plan on doing around the country, is setting up in-store demos, promoting our products and our Braille, and also how we're donating back to communities around the country. So even though the Inspiration Foundation is, a piece that we most importantly focus on the adaptive technology, this awareness piece is becoming an important piece for the blind community across the country.
But you know that awareness makes a huge difference. A long time ago there was a copy of Wired magazine that just had a plain cover, except for in the middle the word Wired in Braille. And the number of people who came to find me because they wanted to know what that Braille said. So it really does make a huge difference. It brings that awareness to people. And the Braille is beautifully done, too. It's such nice, sharp Braille.
And it's so much better to do it correctly right at the beginning rather than to have to correct the product and add it on afterwards.
Oh, yeah, it's very nicely molded. Now, a manufacturer would be interested in working with apps. They're going to be doing a new design of some of their products or brands or things like that. How would they get a hold of you, or how would they find out about how to do this with their products?
Well, they can contact us, and that's part of where, as a smaller organization in terms of our nonprofit, we hope that's going to provide the services. But they could contact me directly at Shapiro at imstradingusa.com.
Oh, too long, too fast.
Uh-oh.
Okay, do it again.
Yep. Or how about this one? We can go to info at imstradingusa.com.
So it's info at, and then what are the initials?
imstradingusa.com.
Okay.
And Isaac, I know the Inspiration Foundation is going to be giving out an Adaptive Technology Award. And you're accepting applications for that right now?
Yes, we are accepting applications. We haven't set a date for that. Just part of it, we're been dealing with a lot of me traveling around. I mean, one of the things that we're trying to do is get a good committee together. So that's something we're always looking for, a good committee to help expand this nonprofit, because it all started very small and it's been growing pretty fast. And especially as we get more and more awareness out there, it's been something that, we're always looking for motivated people to help us, help with the process and stuff like that.
Well, I know a wonderful co-host at KPFK's Access Unlimited, who you might be able to
That's right.
get involved.
Oh, your mother must be so proud of you, Isaac, for what you've done. That's
I hope
just,
so. I put a lot of work
so
into it. No, she is.
wonderful
Yes.
to put the time and effort into it. Many people have a lot of great ideas, but they never make them happen. And so to make that actually happen and have those products in regular retail stores is just wonderful. Is there a catalog or something online where people can see what those are?
Yeah, our website's imstradingusa.com, and that has all of our different brands. We've got some unique products like our Fresh Drop Bathroom Odor Preventer. It's one of my favorite products to sell. You put a couple drops in the toilet before you go to the bathroom, and what that does is it creates a layer on top of the water, and it prevents the odors from escaping out into the air. Our tagline's a fresh drop before you go, no one will ever know. So,
You are definitely helping humanity, I must say.
well, it's a great product, and a lot of people, we've had this item. It's actually started with the Japanese, but we've had it for a little bit over 5 years, and we're in about 6,000 stores, and we've just started expanding. We're in August going to be a 99-cent only store. That's one of our customers here, so they're another supporter of our brands with Braille Concept. Where more and more items that we bring in will be having Braille, and Dave Gold, the owner, is a very philanthropic person, so it's been a great thing for them to support us. But we continue looking to promote these great items, and you can find them.
What's his name?
Dave Gold is the owner.
Yeah, let's give him a little shout out. Yeah. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing, because again, if people don't support these things of our community, etc., they go away. So it's really important to thank him for being that kind of entrepreneur.
Yeah,
and the website is also blind user friendly.
Yep. In the foundation, if you have information about the application, it's the iffoundation.org. And that's the iffoundation.org.
So 2 F's.
Yes.
IFFOUN.
Yeah.
And the website again for
the products?
Yeah.
It's imstradingusa.com.
imstrading USA.com.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it. My dog Ella wants to log in right now and see what else there.
Well, and I just wanted to add one more thing. It's exciting because it's really, we've tested it out with other retailers, and we've been out there selling the concept about our if seal of approval, and a lot of the retailers are getting behind this one from the success of the pink ribbon, but most importantly, they really see, because blindness is the number one growing disability due to diabetes and growth and already the population out there. They're really getting behind it, and so I'm excited that the retail community and we hope in the next 5 to 10 years we're going to start to see other manufacturers putting it out there and making it more accessible.
Oh, really? So, yeah. Just the very best of luck with that. I just think it's such a great idea.
Well, thank you.
And in our last minute, why don't you quickly give out any contact info one more time? It never hurts. One more time.
If you want to
get we'll ask Mr. Luntz to give out his contact too.
Best way to get a hold, since the email is too long, we'll go info@imstradingusa.com.
Not too long, too fast. There's a difference.
Well, I kind of have that habit with that entrepreneur all over the place kind of personality, I've been told.
And Mr. Metz, why don't you give out your contact info one more time?
Thank you. It's for the Muttstrut. The address is www.ccbnet.org/Muttstrut, MUTTSTRUT. You can also contact me directly by email at kenmetz, KENMETZ, at DSLextreme.com. Phone number 323-793-1805.
And all those numbers and addresses will be here at the switchboard. Give us a few minutes after the program so I can get it
That's
register.
precise.
And- and
Give
I-
Henry a few minutes.
I want to thank Ken Metz and Isaac Shapiro for joining us today. Gentlemen, you know there's always a place for you here at the table at Access Unlimited.
And a spot under the table for the puppy
and for the dogs, that's
You
right.
bet.
And when we come back from the break, we will be talking to none other